I've got huge news for you. Morgan Stanley is looking to launch crypto trading on its Etrade platform. This is going to be a massive on-ramp for the crypto asset class. And Google is expanding their wallet to integrate blockchain and different features that are related to blockchain. This could help bring in millions, hundreds of millions of new users into the ecosystem and Web3. This is massive. I'll give you the details. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as a thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, I wanted to highlight that the Bitcoin ETF volume today surpassed $2.8 billion. We are seeing record inflows as BlackRock and the other Wall Street firms continue to buy Bitcoin for their clients. And on the chart specifically for BlackRock, there is a massive spike. So put this in context with Bitcoin's price run up, with the global liquidity on the rise, the DXY correcting, the stock market bouncing as well. We are seeing the start of the next rally. These are signals that we saw last year as we had different rallies start. So incredible stuff. I think all the puzzle pieces are coming together for the continuation of this bull market. And look at this, Bitcoin financial company Fold. Many of you may know Fold. They have Bitcoin products like a card. You can earn rewards. You can buy Bitcoin through them. And their slogan is personal finance powered by Bitcoin. Well, today they rang the opening bell for the Nasdaq. How times have changed, folks. Crypto companies are ringing opening bells and ringing closing bells as well. And we know many crypto companies are looking to go public this year, like eToro, Circle, Mike Novogratz's Galaxy Digital. They are looking to be publicly listed this month. There's even talks of Ripple looking to go public this year. But this is really great. It's amazing how things have changed, and crypto is here to stay. These companies are going to continue to grow. We're going to see a big boom in adoption of crypto. And speaking of a big boom in adoption, Morgan Stanley eyes launching crypto trading through Etrade. This is according to Bloomberg. My OG subscribers and listeners, remember when I was saying in 2018, 2019 that Charles Schwab and Etrade and all these folks would adopt crypto? The day is here, folks. Look at what has happened. And this news comes just about a week or two after Charles Schwab, CEO, came out and said they want to offer crypto trading. So game theory, competition heating up here. It's beautiful to see this happening as early adopters, as you know, we have been here buying the dips, buying the blood on the streets, and getting ready to sell the euphoria phase to take profit. So this is a massive move. So Morgan Stanley is building a crypto trading feature for Etrade, targeting a 2026 launch. The bank is exploring partnerships to enable spot trading of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The Trump administration's policy changes and industry momentum are prompting U.S. banks to re-enter crypto. So all of these firms are primarily waiting for crypto regulations, the crypto market structure and stablecoin bills, which are in the House and Senate. And I expect those to be passed this year and Trump to sign them into law. And they could be the catalyst that will be the top of the market. We'll have to wait and see. We'll watch it closely. We'll watch the charts and all the on-chain data as well. But all of Wall Street is looking to get a piece of this crypto pie, if you want to call it that. And this asset class is here to stay. If they don't adapt, they will die, because what's going to happen, as you all know, tokenization is the future of finance, as Larry Fink, BlackRock CEO, said. They're going to put all the stocks and commodities, gold, everything on the blockchain, real estate as well. So those assets are going to be traded like crypto. And these assets will be able to reach a truly global market. Many of them are not accessible globally, but you put them on the blockchain and they can be fractionalized, trade 24/7 and across the world. I've often stated that crypto is a global asset class. If you have internet connection on a smartphone, you can participate, and you don't have to put $1 million. You can buy $10 of Bitcoin, $10 of Ethereum, $10 of XRP, and so on and so forth. This is incredibly bullish news, guys. And once again, it follows what Charles Schwab, CEO, said just about a couple of weeks ago. Now, look at this. Google adds blockchain tech to wallet to let users prove age without sharing data. The new cryptographic system lets users prove they're old enough to use restricted applications without giving more information than required. Folks, I've often talked about the wallet services need to be up to par where it's easy for the average Joe and Jane walking down the street to be able to use this. It needs to feel like Web 2, but powered by Web3 technology like blockchain. And privacy is a big factor. And if you have a massive company like Google innovating and building these wallets, it's going to help bring in hundreds of millions of users. Google has a massive user base with Gmail and all their other products. And if they are able to get this right, it will be massive. The on-ramp for the average person needs to be very simple, shouldn't have a lot of friction. They should just be able to easily do it like they're able to do certain things with Web 2, but gain the benefits of Web 3. So Google is enhancing its wallet service with zero knowledge proof technology for privacy-focused age verification. Bumble will be among the first to use Google's system for verifying user ages without revealing personal data. The technology allows users to confirm age without sharing birth dates using a blockchain-based method for secure verification. So folks, you see how blockchain is being used in different ways, and I've been telling you all, blockchain will power the economy, the markets, and the governments. This is a great example. And I've often stated that, we still have a lot of things to figure out, but with further iteration and with big players like this, innovating on their end, we're going to figure it out. It's going to get there. It's like how the internet grew from the dial-up days and slow internet and slow browsers to what we have now. That didn't happen in 1 year or 2 years. It took a while, but we got there. Right? And look at how we use the internet now, and it's pretty amazing. So the company said that the dating app Bumble, among others, will be one of the first partners to use this system. Bumble will use digital IDs issued through Google Wallet for user verification, while zero knowledge proofs will handle age confirmation. Incredible. This is so bullish. I'm sharing this with family and friends who still don't understand what the hell is happening here to show blockchain is here to stay. And for the first time in history, you can participate early. You can hold a respective token of these blockchains, right? And you want to take your bets. Not everything's going to be a winner, but it is an opportunity of a lifetime. So I'm blown away by this news and even the Morgan Stanley news. So I hope you guys see what's happening here. I hope you understand why I'm so bullish on this asset class. It's incredible. Now, folks, quick word from our sponsor, and that is VeChain. VeChain is one of the top layer one enterprise blockchains out there. I'm a VET token holder. I am bullish on this project. I've been invested in VET since 2018, and VeChain is working with many brands and companies around the world to build sustainability and Web3 applications. Some of the brands they work with include Givenchy, Walmart China, PwC, BMW, Boston Consulting Group, and many more. And some of the key features of the VeChain blockchain includes it's secure, affordable, scalable, fast, and sustainable. So if you'd like to learn more about VeChain, go to vchain.org. Link will be in the description. Now, folks, I've often shared news about Metaplanet. They are a Japanese publicly traded company that is using the blueprint that Michael Saylor and Strategy have been using, where they raise debt to buy Bitcoin. Well, we got some interesting updates here. Metaplanet registers U.S. Treasury arm to grow its Bitcoin reserve strategy. The firm plans to invest as much as $250 million in the Florida-based Treasury vehicle. So this is interesting. Tokyo-based Metaplanet will establish a subsidiary in Florida, Metaplanet Treasury Corp, to enhance its Bitcoin treasury strategy. The new entity will be capitalized with up to $250 million to support global operations and access U.S. institutional capital. Florida was chosen for its reputation as a hub for Bitcoin innovation and corporate adoption. So they're trying to tap into the institutional capital here in the United States. Smart move on their part, because they see what's happening with MicroStrategy or Strategy, now it's called Strategy, and they want a piece of that. So I don't blame them. And we'll see, though. I know that Mark Yusko, I believe he's one of the folks who I've had on the podcast. He's advising them in some capacity. Even Donald Trump Jr., or Eric Trump, I should say. Eric Trump is advising them as well, Metaplanet. So I hope you see what's happening here. This is very interesting, and I think we're going to see more publicly traded companies do this, folks. It's been a big win for a lot of these companies. Now, UK's FCA seeks public and industry views on crypto regulation. We are hearing a lot coming out of the UK. I think they're trying to get their act together with crypto because they're losing a lot of crypto companies. A lot of them are coming back to the US, so they're trying to update their policies. I don't blame them. But, we're seeing a lot of governments around the world do this. They are continuing to iterate on their rules and making them as friendly to crypto as possible. So, the Financial Conduct Authority is seeking feedback on various aspects of crypto assets, including intermediaries and decentralized finance. The discussion paper follows draft legislation by the Treasury aimed at bringing specific crypto assets under FCA regulation. The FCA aims to create a crypto regime that ensures market integrity and consumer protection while allowing innovation. And that is what's happening globally. And here in the United States, we're close to that. The EU, they got their MiCA regulation done. And look, the first versions of these regulations are not going to be perfect. I just had Congressman Tom Emmer on the podcast this week, and he highlighted that. I think the bills that are going to come out of Congress to President Trump are not going to be perfect. We got to make sure we review them, and we got to make sure there are amendments done if needed for anything that is not aligned with the innovation of this asset class and technology. But folks, this is a global movement, a global asset class, and we're just seeing dominoes falling globally. It's amazing. Folks, last item I want to highlight here, it's regarding the news we heard earlier this week, and that is Ripple looking to acquire Circle, which is the issuer of the USD stablecoin. Attorney John Deaton weighed in, and I thought his perspective is very interesting and worth sharing. He replied to or retweeted a user who highlighted that Ripple's increased bid for Circle isn't confirmed, but there's serious back and forth. He says, I can confirm Ripple has gone beyond the initial reports of their first public $5 billion offer. So that's not surprising. Ripple is probably trying to go back and increase their bid. And obviously the bid of 4 to 5 billion was rejected by Circle. So attorney John Deaton retweeted that news and said, Circle filed its S1 with the SEC on April 1st, 2025, planning to list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker CRCL with JP Morgan Chase and Citigroup as the lead underwriters. The IPO is expected this summer. Circle is aiming for a valuation between $4 to $5 billion for its IPO, hence the $5 billion offer by Ripple. What we need to remember is that Circle's valuation of 4 to 5 billion is significantly lower than the 9 billion valuation it targeted during a failed SPAC deal in 2022. Circle's rejection of the $5 billion offer suggests Circle believes its market value, particularly post-IPO, is likely to exceed $5 billion, possibly approaching or surpassing the $9 billion from its 2022 SPAC attempt. When you add in the regulatory 180 we've witnessed with an administration super favorable to crypto in general, coupled with the Stable Genius Act likely to pass, a $10 billion deal is not crazy. So Ripple could offer $9 or $10 billion here because I think John's spot on. The regulatory environment's changing, regulations coming, and the stablecoin market will boom, and Circle is in the lead in the United States. Now, Tether is still king of the hill globally, but within the US, it's USDC, and we know Circle and Coinbase are partnered, and they push USDC as well. So I don't blame Circle for saying, hey, give me 10, give me 11, give me 12, right? Because their valuation and their market share will grow once legislation comes through. Let's see if Ripple is able to pull this off, folks. If Ripple does this, oh my goodness, this would be epic for Ripple. And you can imagine there's going to be a lot of USDC being issued on the XRP ledger. It would make Ripple a powerhouse crypto company. And with their RLUSD, they could really challenge Tether. I'm not saying they're going to surpass Tether because people are going to get emotional and all that and say, oh, yeah, they're going to beat Tether. Well, Tether has a massive first mover advantage, and they have established themselves globally. Many different markets are using Tether, and Circle USDC is not even close. and not to mention RLUSD, which was recently launched. But if Ripple is able to use Circle's existing infrastructure and everything that they're doing and combine forces. Watch out, Tether. It's going to take some time, but Tether's really going to have to start looking over their shoulder, right? You guys understand what I'm saying here. So this is a fascinating story, and we'll see what unfolds. It would be really, really big. All right, folks, let me know what you think about the news. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. A great way you can support me in the podcast is by subscribing to my free email newsletter. It's 100% free. It's on Substack. Check out my book on Amazon. It's available in paperback and digital. And check out my new course at mycryptocourse.com. This course is comprehensive. It features expert commentary where you can hear from founders, CEOs, and institutional investors building in the crypto industry. And as I always say, knowledge is power. So expand your knowledge, learn more about the crypto asset class. All right, folks, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you all later.